DJ Sbu Breakfast.
Because Aragega was my time. Good morning, Sonia! Welcome to the DJ Sbu Breakfast! Welcome! Morning, Sonia.
Morning, everybody. Wow, you guys, nivugile ne? Hey, everybody is woke here, guys. Everybody, I walked, I had a baptismal of hellos. I was like, where are we? What is this? Oh my goodness, that woke me up.
That's how we do, yeah?
Yeah, I know, Shem is strong.
And thank you for waking up for us, Yabong.
I know I'm not a morning person, but I was like, it's Sbu, you know, we come from far.
I know. I was just telling Aziz, I'm like, we come from way back. But you've been consistent, because even from those days, you were just doing very well. You've always been an independent person.
Thank you. Yes, I strive to do that. You know, I was raised by a single woman. Yabaza bo mama bethu abadlali. Bekangivusa ngo5 sivula ama curtains, washa ama window.
Usalela vuka.
So, you know, we were raised from a different era, and there was no time for slacking, there was no time for sleeping. So obviously that gets instilled in your pedigree. You know, you become that person who is striving to work hard and So I think it started then, and it just became part of who I am, and work ethic and working hard, extra hard, super hard than most actually.
When you're speaking just now, you're speaking about the fact that you were raised by a single mom, and it was a different kind of upbringing, and it made you rather different as a person. Do you think that women today, or young girls today, or even just the youth today, are cut from a different cloth, and not necessarily in a good way? That there's maybe some room for a little bit more ambition as well?
Look, I'm not one to judge, and I'm not one to point fingers and say, you know, you should do that as a parent, because it's like it's an individual thing, it's a personal thing, it's a higher matter. Because, you know, we're different and we raise our children differently. But I do think there is room for improvement, especially when it comes to rearing and making sure that the kids apply themselves and that they're not couch potatoes. You know, you wake up, you watch TV if it's the holidays and you do nothing else. There are no chores, you don't take out the dustbin, you don't make your bed, you don't grab a book or two, read. I don't know. I just think, and I strive. I mean, as a mother, I do my best. There comes a time when during the day, especially the holiday time, right now as we speak, comes a time when I open the doors and I'm like, everybody out of my house, go play outside right now. Amuse yourself, find something to do. I don't care what it is. I don't want them to be cooped up. I don't want them to be narrow-minded. I just want to open their eyes and open the mind's eyes.
Do you know what I love about what you said, Sonia, a little bit earlier? You said to me that you're not one to judge, because a lot of times I find our generation or the older guys, you find that they either get a little bit bitter towards the younger guys. They say, no, we never used to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. These kids of today, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Do you sense any type of change when it comes into the acting industry, as like from the days when you were participating heavily in it, as opposed to what you are witnessing right now? I mean, we were having chats last week with Aziza about, it's now about the number of followers that you have on social media, that you get roles. It's not really about talent, etc.
Merit as much as it was before.
Yeah.
Look, it's sad. The game has changed, but not for the better. And this one, I will stand in the gap and literally take ownership of it, because I feel that, you know, your AKAs and if I were to throw Bonang in the mix, they have created this star power, you know, on their own, whether it's the PR machine or whatever. They've created the star power, but I feel like the actors, we are a forgotten generation. I mean, even till today, I go on set and Struce Bob, there is no difference from when I started in 98 till today. In terms of, you get on set, you are still treated with the same slap here, mass production, breakfast and lunch, and there isn't a space where as an actress you can go learn your lines, and you understand there is no
privacy.
But just one simple thing is like as a green room,
professionalism, right?
You know what I mean? Like it's just a sad state of being, and hence I feel so convicted, and I feel strongly about getting into the space and becoming a producer, because I am going to be the producer with a difference. You will watch the space, you will say I told you so. Mina, my actors will be looked after. Mina, my crew will be looked after. When I was shooting the Khatebes, I had to let go of a blind producer because 8 of my actors hadn't eaten that day, and the reason why they hadn't eaten is because they were late. But then circumstance, it was just after Hurricane Denel, and we had flash floods everywhere, and we had a WhatsApp group where people were showing us, listen, I can't access the street, I have to turn around. But then even with that, you still had to pack away breakfast, and 8 people hadn't eaten, not on my set. I'm sorry. And when I asked him, he was like, it's industry rules. I was like, who made that rule? Who made that particular rule that on this day on my set people are not gonna eat? So for me, I just feel the acting fraternity, as it were, needs to grow in leaps and bounds, and I am going to run with the pattern. I'm sorry, that's up to me. Yeah!